Day 7. Look at all this beautiful sunshine. I don't know how long it's going to last. I'm going to try to take advantage of it. Look at that rose. Boy, them things, when they start out, they don't take their time. And I have got to get busy now. Tomatoes seem to be doing fine. That one's growing on. Mom, I don't know how to pronounce that. P-O-T-H-O-S. I'm just going to call them pothouses. And look at my gardenia, Lisa's gardenia. That thing is kicking butt. Did I bring my pickups? Yeah, I did. I need to get over here and look at my potatoes. My these little taters is kicking butt big time. These cucumbers are starting to go crazy. I got to get them staked. Look at all the blooms on that thing there and then over there. Yeah. Look at them, man. Them's coming along good. Okay. That dang grass is growing so fast again. All this rain. I don't understand about these. I need to change water today, and I got roots on that stuff. These here, they're starting to grow roots. Well, I got some transplanting I'm going to do here. Oh, what did I do with them? There it is. Pull out the one that's not going to do all that great. That don't look too hot. I'm still having bad luck. With this stuff. I may. Wow. I just got done doing about somewhere around 80 or 90 cuttings, you know, in the bottled water and stuff that I had to change water. Should have been done yesterday, but it was raining. And look at that hibiscus down there. That was from Emma, my middle grandson's girlfriend, soon to be his wife. I'm going over here and take a picture of that thing that somebody's saying is a wisteria. I want you to look how fast this grass has grown back. Boy, that cactus is really kicking butt. I staked it. That is a weed. What is this, Lisa? I got 2 stalks that was growing out here. There, matter of fact, there's some more going there I might get. But what is it? Looks like it would get tall. But you can look at the thing there. I don't know what it is. But I got a couple and I might get them 2 right there. I'm wanting to get some of this mimosa when these start drying out. It's easy to get the seeds out of them, so I'm watching this thing. I want to get some of them started. But it's loaded with seed, but they gotta get dry, because then you take and crumble them up, and then the seeds will come right out of there. But I gotta watch this thing. Is that a plant or is that artificial? No, that's a plant. That's going in the water. I don't know what that is. I like the color of it. Lisa, look at that. That's some kind of an aloe. I wonder if these people would... They got all kind of baby. There's one in bloom. Very seldom you see them in bloom. Boy, I'd like to get 2 or 3 of them. But I don't dare. Look at that beautiful old cedar tree right there. Them things got all kind of shapes to them. I love them. But that, I'll have to catch them at home one day and ask them about that. That's pretty much on their property line. But look at that. Let me turn around. I want to get my hand down there so you can see. So you can see. Well, there's my pickup stick. You can look at that. Man, they got the thorns on them. They may even let me get some leaf cuttings. Dang, it's sure. Golly, now I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 that I can see. What was hissing? I don't know. Golly, Ned. My aloe used to look like that. Sure did. Look at that. Now that's crepe myrtle. I got some off of that already. But now I want to go over here and get you a good picture of this thing. Now he said, the guy that lives here, he said he never planted that here, that there's a big old stump here and it got started around that stump, and that's what it is, Lisa. Is it some kind of wisteria? But look at all them vines, and then see it climbed all over on his fence. It's on his fence over there. And look at them flowers. Look at them flowers. And they climb, they're invasive. Now I'm gonna show you over here. When it starts grabbing hold of the fence, see all them little claw roots on that thing there? My arm is on fire right on my lower arm. A darn wasp landed on my seat rest thing, or my arm rest, and I didn't know it was there, and I put my arm down right on that sucker. Look at that. Now those will turn out beautiful pink. Now, see them? I love that. Now, I don't know. There's some other stuff here that's got these big leaves on it. I don't know if that's got something to do with these other stuff or not, or maybe it's 2 different things here. I might ought to get some cuttings of that. Let me go around the other side and look. Well, I got permission to cut on this other slide, but I don't have permission on this slide. Now, yeah, that's two different, I think it is. It might not be. It might be all the same. Look at that. That's cool. Yeah, that. It's all the same. Them leaves there. Look at that. All right, I got me some couple more pieces there. That's just pretty invasive. Pretty invasive. That's a big tree. I wonder if that gentleman let me get a cutting off of that. Y'all see some figs coming up on that. Oh, I wanted to say something about that darn army hat that I was wearing. And then I'll shut up about it. Since all this come up, if I'm doing something wrong or that offends you, for goodness sakes, tell me. Boy, I'd like to have that. That's a table. Boy, I'd like to have that on the deck. If that's throwaway, it might not be a throwaway. I could set plants on it. But anyway, if it offends, and there's several of you said that no, I shouldn't wear it, so you must have had some thoughts about it. It occurred to me that somebody might decide that I'm a military connected disabled vet by what's on the hat. It doesn't say that. I mean, technically I'm a vet. Technically I'm disabled, but not military connected. And but guys, if y'all don't tell me, you know, that's kind of like, we was at the mall, and me and my wife, and there was this lady walking in front of us, white slacks on and all that stuff. Kind of a young lady. And she must have been having her monthly. And I'm sure it's happened to a lot of ladies. They have an accident or something. I hope that ain't my cat walking down there, because he ain't supposed to know that's a bird. But she had had an accident and she wasn't aware of it, and it was showing on the back of her pants. The pants were white, and of course the spot was red. And people was walking by and they'd see it, and some of them would kind of slicker, and some of them just walk on by like they didn't see it, and nobody was telling her. And I said, somebody needs to tell her, but you keep your mouth. No. Oh, she was raising Camp May. How dare me go and say something to that lady? Well, I went and told her. I said, excuse me, and I told her she had a sweater on. I told her, I said, you need to take that sweater and tie it around you, tie it with the arms around your waist. You've got a mess back there. You've had an accident. And she immediately knew what I was talking, and she was so embarrassed and everything, but at least she knew. At least she knew what was going on there. And later we run into her again, and she saw us, and my wife, she wanted to walk away, you know, but the lady come up and thanked me. But that's kind of what I'm talking about. If I'm making a mistake and I'm not really very much aware of the mistake or whether something's offensive or not, unless you tell me. And I'm just saying, for God's sakes, if it offends you, tell me. Now, Naparuski told me, he said, I forget how he put it, and I wasn't offended. I was, all of a sudden, I was aware that he was taking that the way I thought some people might, and I should have never even started wearing the hat. And I've had several of you say, yeah, you shouldn't wear it, well, you know, shouldn't this, shouldn't that, which is okay. But if you think I'm out of line there, tell me. Tell me. It ain't gonna break up our friendship or anything like that. My wife used to always say you had to take a 2x4 and hit me upside the head to get my attention about something, or to get me to focus on whatever it is I'm doing. So that's the point, guys. Y'all are my friends. And if I'm doing something you don't think is right, now I questioned that in the beginning, but one of you said it doesn't matter. So I took that and run with it. But now, you know, this has come up. And I just want you, if I'm making a mistake, guys, or I need to change something about something, like I was out here one day and one of my dog Bailey, she's not out here, by the way. she was barking at somebody, and I said, Bailey, shut up. And that lady got on to me about, don't tell your dog to shut up. She never did tell me what to say, because now, if I think about it, I'll say, hush, Bailey, or Bailey, come here, baby, stuff like that. But she said something, you know? And if you got friends and they can't make a comment about something you're doing or something you're doing that you shouldn't be doing, hey, that's okay. I missed a hat. Lord have mercy. And I think I've got $25 coming up off of something that I sold on Craigslist if they come get it. But it'll be cash. It won't be on a card or anything. So, and I was looking at our army hats, you know, I take offense when somebody wears a hat and says retired Army or retired Navy, and they're not. They did a 2 or 3 year hitch and they're out. They didn't retire out of there. I take offense with that. I got that stinking low-life niece of mine that claims wounds and all that stuff from Vietnam, and she never transferred out of this country at all. She was stationed in Texas, and she got an early discharge. What do they call that? Because I imagine it was drug related, because she was messing with drugs and stuff before she went in the Army. But now she walks around with this retired hat and stuff on, and Vietnam ribbons and stuff, and she was never, and she claims she's wounded and got Purple Hearts and nothing. If I lived close by her, I'd make sure some people around there knew what she was doing. But you know, in hindsight, I'm not a disabled veteran militarily. I'm a disabled veteran because I became disabled, as one of my subscribers put it. I became disabled. But in effect, though, even technically, I was disabled when I left the military because of that, how my hearing was damaged. But I opted to waive the claim. So it's not on my record as being disabled. And then, years later, 2 or 3 years ago, I applied for to get it, and I finally got it, and it was a whopping $18 a month. And that was kind of like my brother that was in Vietnam twice and wounded twice, and psychologically something to do with post something. They was only giving him $21 a month. That sure wasn't right. But when they awarded me the $18, I just kind of shrugged it off and declined it, and I ain't worried about it since. So yeah, I got a military disability, but not on record, not claimed or anything like that. And I'm not pursuing it. The hat fell off of somebody else's head. It looked like a new hat. If I'm not mistaken, it still had a new tag on it. But I'll tell you what, I looked on Amazon to see if I could buy me a regular Army hat, and gee whiz, almost $30. I would like to have one, but I'm not. I can't afford to pay that for a darn hat. Oh, I think it was $24.99, something like that. But anyhow, that's my thoughts on the hat thing. And I'm sorry if I was doing something maybe I shouldn't have been doing, but it wasn't intentional. Um, and it kind of got out of hand. People was talking about it and everything and letting them know they had problems. They didn't think I should be wearing everything. So, folks, y'all should have said something when I was doing it and not let me go around doing it. And I'm in reference to that woman I saw in the mall. You know, I seen she had an accident and people were snickering and going by and all that stuff. And that ain't right. That ain't right. It was bad enough that she was embarrassed as all get out when I told her. But on the other hand, she was so thankful. She was so thankful that I did tell her, because who knows how long she'd have walked around in that mall like that, and it might have got worse. So if I see something wrong like that, the right thing to do is to tell them. And granted, some people, if you tell them, they might tell you something like, well, mind your own business. Maybe. I've seen that happen. Yeah, that happened one time. That's a story. I'll have to tell you about that story. All right. Well, I said I was done with this video, but I want you to look. These are azaleas. I was trying to root some just in soil. I was doing 6 in regular just soil. These all died. And I don't see anything happening on the sand side either. So, Mr. Expert, I wish I could remember your name. What you're saying about sand, I root in nothing but sand. Well, I'd sure like to know what the trick is. Alright, this crepe myrtle, I'm going to get a bunch of cuttings off of this. Even the ones with the flowers, we'll do them too, but of course the flowers have got to go. They've got to go. And that's one. The top. I'm going to cut the flowers on. They're beautiful little flowers. Now, I've been told that you can do these too. I've been told. I'd sure like to talk to that fella says he don't root nothing but sand. And some of the people say, I never put water on it. I forget it and leave it and all such as that. Horticulture is not a precise thing. It's just not. I don't care what you experts say. It may work and it may not work. Depends on a whole lot of stuff. Okay. I like them little bitty flowers on there like that. I like them. But yeah, it's not a precise thing. There's a lot of things it depends on. It depends on the weather. It depends on what you're cutting and what you're using, and just a whole lot of stuff it depends on. And folks, I can tell you this, you can take that to the bank. It depends on a lot of things. And what works for one might not work for the other. Alright, where am I wanting to cut that? I'm wanting to cut that right about there. I have to get these into order. Now, I'm not going to set these out till tomorrow. Alright. There's those. Now, I'll have to do another cut. I'm going to assume until somebody tells me different that these things are wisterias. I don't know. I sure like them. You know what? Since I'm already here and that's already there. I'm going to stick them. I have really got to start labeling stuff. All right. I got to go back and see this lady. Because I say she's got a plant. She's got a plant. What is this, Lisa? Boy, that is tough. Wait a daggone minute. You're dumb. Look at this. It looks real, but it ain't. It's got a wire right down the middle. Sitting there trying to cut that. What is that, Lisa? Son of a gun. And that's what I seen on their porch. It's not a plant at all. I wonder if there is a plant like that. Yeah. I thought I done had something. I should have looked at the bottom of them leaves. Oh my gosh. um, that's metal. That could go to the scrap yard. Now, how am I gonna get this all figured out? I don't know. I'm gonna try to make cuttings. I'm gonna cut that off. Oh my God, Dobber, Dobber. Yeah. What about that? Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna. I tried to cut into that. I tried to cut into it. There was a steel wire in it. Oh my gosh. Let's see, what have we got here? The trouble with this stuff, it's hard to tell. Well, I'm gonna cut some of these off down here. Usually the end where I cut the leaves off, I know. Oh my God. I hope that lady didn't see me picking that up. She was probably getting a chuckle out of that. Oh my goodness. Lisa, I hope you can tell me whether this is wisteria or not. You dumbass. Yeah, I was. Oh, now, this here, I need to dump this water. Yeah. Oh man, I needed a good chuckle today. Oh my gosh. I should go in there and ask my daughter if she knows what that is. Oh. Oh my goodness. All kind of wires in there. Oh, there you go. Lisa, what is it, Lisa? What is it? Oh, crap. All right. I'm going to set these